Thank you once again, Kireina. Okay, so let's continue with this, with the next part. That is Foro de Integración. That is a new forum in this 4-week. Remember that we were working with Learning Forum, but during this week we are going to work with 2 forums. 2 forums over here. One of them is this Learning Forum that is not going to be evaluated, but it has a percentage at the end of your final grade. Yeah, and in this forum you have to share information, important information about what have been this model, right? In this last week of the model, it's important to identify what you have learned and what would you like to continue learning. So you have to write to your classmates, boys and girls, the skills of written skills, reading, written, and listening skills, and communicative skills in English that you have developed during this module and the last module, number 6. You have to share your opinion about the use of the second language, and you have to answer the question, has it changed respectively with what you have taught before you study this high school online? That's going to be the question you're going to answer. Yeah, you're going to answer the question and you're going to share your opinion about the use of a second language. Yeah, in this forum we have here now some participation. We will see what we have here. For example, here, another important thing is that this word I'm highlighting, the if, is not a positive answer. If is a condition, right? If is using for for conditional sentences. Yeah, it's not for positive answers. Instead of if, you are going to use yes. For example, in this case, instead of if, you may say, yes, I have changed my way of thinking. No, if I changed my way of thinking, right? You got it? It's different. If is a condition and yes is a positive answer. Okay, I'm going to check this. Okay, more information, etc. Right? We have here some participation of your classmates. And well, so that's what you have to do. Share your opinion about the use of the second language and if it has changed respectively with what you have taught before you study high school online. Yeah, that's the question that you're going to answer. On the other hand, well, this forum is not going to be evaluated, but it has a percentage at the end of the module, right? As I told you before. So then we have the Foro de Integración, my struggle. What is my struggle? My lucha, mi esfuerzo. Yeah, it says there. During the weeks of module, my life in another language has you have learned how to express situations that are happening at the moment, actions in the past, and plans for the future. You have practiced the comprehension part and the listening part, the expression and oral part, and written part as well. To integrate your knowledge in this form, you share completely in English. Yeah. And you're going to share with your partners, boys and girls of Prepa en Línea from NACEP, 3 sentences in which you narrate your experiences about any activity that you have difficulties in it, and another activity that you have to face, and in which, even though you have finally overcome today, right? And the learning that you get from those situations, bad situations or difficult situations that you had before, and those difficulties um, gives you like the power and to improve your skills on that situations. So for that, you have to use the expressions, relative expressions to the past, present, and future. The purpose of this forum is to use the grammatical notions of and vocabulary of the model to share in a written and in a written way your experience of the learning about the past in which you achieve and you overcome some difficulties. What are you going to do? You're going to do 4 participations, right? In the first one, as I told you before, in the first one, is it here? In your first contribution, could you have to comment a situation in the past in which you had difficulties, how you live and now, and that you overcome some purposes towards the future with respect to it. And for example, you have some sentences here in order to help yourselves. But you have to write over here, participation 1, and your opinion, and your contribution. Participation number 2, you read what you are going to include, and you participate. And then participation number 3, the same. You read, and in here, in this point, in your third participation, answer the question you were asked. If another classmate is going to ask you a question, you're going to answer that question that the classmate asked you. But if none of your classmates have or will ask you any question, no problem. You are going to continue as in point number 2, in participation number 2. So make 3 questions to a classmate about what she or he shared with the purpose of knowing more information. You must apply what you have learned during the 4 weeks of the model. And, and then in case of none of your classmates ask you a question, right? If they ask you a question, you're going to answer that question, right? If not, continue working and participate in number 2, right? And then in your participation number 4, in your 4 and last collaboration, you have a conclusion about, you have to write a conclusion about what you have learned during this forum, what you have learned. And remember that this model, this forum is going to be evaluated by me, yeah? But I want to tell you that this important thing. Don't say like, estoy de acuerdo contigo. I agree with you. No, that is not participation. O estoy de acuerdo, yes, but in what ways you agree with the comment that your classmate wrote? Yeah, explain or give us more information why you agree with them or with your classmate, with he or she, right? And what is your point of view, right? Because if I see this, I'm not going to evaluate it, or I'm going to put a 0 in your grade, right? For example, and that's it. Those are the activities that we have to do during this week. I'm going to evaluate them all. I'm going to read them all in order to get the point, in order for you to not to fail in these activities. Well, yeah. I don't know if you have any question.
No.
No? Okay. Well, if If you don't have any question, I want to tell you that it was a pleasure working with you. In this case, only with you, Karina, that you were the only one who were in all the virtual sessions. I appreciate your time. I appreciate everything you did during this model. And I hope you will be okay in the future. And I hope you finish your studies in Prepa en Línea. And when you finish, let me know with a phrase, I get it, teacher, I got it, teacher, right? That would be um, an excellent part for me. Yep,
Thank you.
you're welcome. And so for the rest of the students, so I wish you the best. So be careful of where you are working, walking, or staying, right? And I wish you the best. And I want you to continue working hard. I want you to continue studying because these times are not so easy to face them. I want you to climb till the peak of the mountain, stay there, or go more. Yeah, as commercial said, go further than your eyes can see. Yeah, and I appreciate your time, guys. I appreciate your time in this model. Your orders, and I'm sending you big uh, greetings from the beautiful state of Hidalgo, since, well, from the capital state of Hidalgo, that is Pachuca La Bella. When you come here, let me know. I'm going to give you a trip to the downtown. What is the clock? Yeah, I would recommend to eat some pastes or some to go to some malls or restaurants to eat, or some places to watch, to visit. Yeah, when you come here to Hidalgo and to Pachuca, right? So thank you for your time, and I hope you finish your high school online. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So see you. Have a nice evening, and we are in touch. We're in touch. Thank you, Kirina, for your time.
See you later.
See you later. See you then. Bye bye.